I don't see her very often. I don't know what to do with a marriage that's supposed to be eternal, but doesn't have any fire.
If Mary just sticks around long enough and we get through what's going on with Christine and even, Kody and Janelle figure out whatever they're going to do and he can get through all of his anger and his emotions about everything, that they will have a chance.
Friends, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It's Monday, October 23rd, 2023. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Well, Robyn Brown tried to string Mary along again to stay with Kody and offering her scraps, just let Kody get through his anger with Christine, just let him figure out what's going on with Janelle. And then once he gets over his anger after all of that, maybe then after 10 years, you guys could get back together. Just keep waiting and don't be dating anyone and just be miserable. But while you're miserable, just know that you might have a chance of getting back together with Kody. And while we're at it, here, I'll bring my kids over and let you play with them so that you think that you're part of the family. And I'll give you just enough of the family vibes so that you don't want to leave Kody. Well, that was kind of what happened. Now, in this episode, Kody basically admits he has no fire in his marriage with Mary. He doesn't really have any desire to reconcile with her, doesn't want to get back together with her, he describe their relationship as amiable. When it comes to his relationship with Robyn, he said that she was the love of his life and that he really liked his life with Robyn. Like, he was totally fine with that, cool with that. Well, Christine and Janelle had the Easter together. He accused them of stealing his kids from him, but then also said that he was happy in his life with Robyn. So he was just like a walking contradiction. And then later in that same episode, when they were talking about if they would ever have a family reunion, Kody and Robyn basically said they didn't want to see anyone. They would not get back together. They would not want to see Christine or Janelle because it would just be bad. So Kody is supposed to be reconciling with Janelle because apparently the love of his life wants him to get back with Janelle.
Robyn is still saying, fix that relationship with Mary and fix that relationship with your kids and fix that relationship with Janelle. And I'm like, well, listen, when I'm around them, there's no flicker, there's no flame. I don't know what to do here. So it's been weird because I'm married to the love of my life. I've got these other situations at different levels of discord, and it's hard to reconcile. I've just got all this angst in our lives.
Kody wants to be a monogamist. He's exhausted of being a polygamist. That's my opinion. I don't think he had the energy anymore to manage all these different relationships. No matter what he said in the past about how he had all this time and energy, he didn't. Men in polygamy don't have the time and energy, and a lot of times they end up just spending their time with their favorite wife. And in the closed societies where wives don't have options to leave, don't have money, and don't have resources, they just stay because they don't know any better. In Kody's situation, he brought his wives public and they got exposed to the real world. And that decision by them enabled them to save money to leave him. So Kody's now stuck in a situation where he just wants to be with the favorite wife, but the favorite wife doesn't want to be in a monogamous relationship with him. She wants to be the favorite wife, not the only wife. And why would any of the wives even consider reconciling with him when he's literally referring to Robyn as the love of his life? I mean, come on now. In the same episode, Janelle's like, well, if he would just change and give me what I want, I would take him back. Why would you take someone back that's claiming that he already has the love of his life? P.S. Kody referred to Mary as the love of his life. Kody referred to Mary as his soulmate. Kody replaced Mary with Robyn. That's it. Christine and Janelle have never been the loves of his life. They were just numbers to help him get to exaltation. And he doesn't want to deal with those numbers. But he does want to deal with Robyn, but Robyn's like, you need to fix your family. And he's all, I don't want to. In the same episode, he like says that Robyn is not a bad sister wife, right? Because she came cap in hand. And then he says that Christine took his children from him. That made her a bad sister wife. But then at the same time, that's exactly what Robyn did to her ex-husband. So he's indirectly calling Robyn a bad sister wife.
I do believe we could reconcile. I do believe that it would require Christine and Janelle to sort of like, it's been nice hanging out a lot. Christine has so much influence over Janelle. I just think it's pathetic. So I don't want to say anything to Janelle because I'm afraid Christine will find out about it. The kids will find out about it. It's like, I just don't want to talk about me.
This is so hysterical because honestly, Kody doesn't want to get back with Janelle. He only wants to get back with Janelle because his love of his life is going to leave him eventually, even though she hasn't yet, if he doesn't have plural wives. Because she says she wants to be a plural wife and she wanted polygamy. And so he wouldn't have a full relationship with Janelle because of their disagreements about the boys. And he said that she needed to be loyal to him. And Janelle said she felt like she was forced to pick between her kids and Kody. Kody doesn't want to speak to his kids. Last week, he called them all jerks. He doesn't want to see them again. Kody, in the same episode, says, I would get back to Janelle if blah, 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 but then I don't want to do a family reunion. I don't want to see anyone. None of this is like making sense to me, but now his excuse for not being able to have a full relationship with Janelle and even attempting to reconcile with her, which, by the way, she doesn't want to reconcile, is that she's friends with Christine, and Christine has a lot of influence over her. What he's really not saying is that my kids, Janelle's kids and my kids, like Christine, basically better than the two of us. And they're going to go with Christine. And Janelle is going to go with Christine because that's where her kids want to be. And because Christine raised our kids. So Janelle is influenced by Christine because Christine holds the kids, which is really the truth of the matter. Janelle is with Christine only because her kids have picked Christine. They love Christine, and Janelle probably feels a sense of gratefulness to Christine because she did so much for her. By the way, Janelle didn't do that much for Christine while they were sister wives. Christine was a far better sister wife to Janelle than Janelle was to her. That's just my opinion. So Kody's new thing is, well, they just need to get their pathetic relationship and just stop being friends, and then I will take Janelle back. But Janelle doesn't want him back. And I don't really want to get back together with Janelle because I just want to be at home with the love of my life. And that's where I'm the happiness. And I don't really want to have family reunions, literally with anyone.
And this wrecked our relationship. I did nothing to Gabriel and Garrison but try to make them accountable. Accountability is something that Janelle and Christine do not know anything about. Absolutely. I have a house. They can come to my house. I got real loyalty here at my home. You guys can come over here.
Okay, so now we're talking about Garrison having a house and how Garrison would like to have a neutral site for the holidays, but his dad doesn't want to have a neutral site because they can come to his house. And Kody basically says that if people want to see him, they can come to his house because he has loyalty at his house. So basically, he doesn't want to reconcile, doesn't want to see anyone, and if they do want to see him, they have to come to him. But guys, he's actually not inviting any of them over because he doesn't like any of them because they're jerks. So they can come to his house, but they can't come to his house. So really, they can't come over at all. And he's definitely not going to go over to their house because he doesn't have any loyalty there. And Kody apparently doesn't go anywhere unless people are kissing his butt and trying to, tell him that he's the best thing since sliced bread or giving him things in the bedroom that make him happy. I'm not sure. But Kody has loyalty at his house but he doesn't have loyalty with Christine or Janelle or the kids. Kody basically admits that he's literally the laziest father and human on the planet.
I'm tired of being blamed for the bad sister wife. A bad sister wife is someone who just monopolizes husbands, who has no time for anybody else.
A bad sister wife takes her kids away from her husband. And that's exactly what Christine has done. Robyn's not guilty of that. Robyn's just loyal, and Christine just wasn't.
So who wants to tell Kody that Robyn actually did that to her ex-husband? She crafted this idea that he was a bad person. She alienated her kids from him. She told Kody they had to be adopted. Kody adopted them. He got legally married to her. And then her husband's parental rights were terminated. And then they promised that her ex-husband would still be able to see the kids. But after a couple of years, she stopped making good on that promise and effectively ceased all communication with him and poisoned the kids against him, making them believe he was an abuser when he wasn't. So Robyn actually has done that. And as far as I can tell, Kody still sees Truly and Isabel and McKelty. So he has a relationship with Christine's kids. Robyn's ex-husband doesn't have a relationship with anyone. So I think Kody is looking into the future in that when Robyn leaves him, he will have no contact with the loyal kids that he claims love him. She'll turn them against him 100%.
I don't understand why Janelle can't be married with me. Because she was married to me when I was married to Mary, and she was married to me when I was married to Christine. And she was married to me while I was married to Robyn. Why not now?
And so we end the episode with Kody questioning why he can't get back together with Janelle, even though he doesn't want them to come over to their house. He can't reconcile with Christine because of all the trash talking that she has done. And Janelle has participated in the trash talking as well. So therefore, he doesn't want to see Janelle. And Janelle and Christine can't come over to his house. And he only wants to reconcile with her unless she gets Christine out of her life because they have a pathetic friendship. But he only really would reconcile with her because his love of his life is telling him that he needs to reconcile with his kids and Janelle and Mary, but he doesn't feel a fire with Janelle or with Mary. So why would he want to reconcile with them? He's not feeling it. He doesn't really feel loyalty from them. And because they're not loyal, he doesn't want to reconcile. But Robyn wants them to reconcile, but he doesn't want to reconcile. And Robyn's really, really, really pushing Mary and goes over to Mary's house with her kids and tells Mary, that maybe she could just hang on and Kody would still, want to reconcile with her and they could just figure things out if she just waits a little bit longer. And then Mary's like, well, that's great because I'm not really moving. I just signed the contract on this house, even though Mary actually moved out of that house and that house was listed for rent like a couple months ago. Mary absolutely doesn't live there anymore. So Robyn is trying to hold Mary on, but Kody's all like, I just really don't think Mary should stay. I really wish she would just go. I think it would be great for her to leave. I don't want to reconcile with her. So basically, Robyn's all, I want him to reconcile with his wives, but you guys, I don't want to see them. They're not invited over to my house. I definitely cannot have a family reunion with them because it would be a walking disaster. I mean, how would I ever be in the same room with them if we don't resolve things? And then we can't resolve things, you guys, because I don't really know what we need to resolve. Like, I will change the goalposts 14 times and I will change the reason why we need to resolve our relationship, even though I don't remember. And they didn't want to have Christmas with us, but we're the ones that actually cut off contact with them. Kody and Robyn are doing a lot of lying to get through this season, to pretend like they want to have anything to do with these people when they don't. And really, Robyn's just pretending like she doesn't want to be a monogamist to save face so that she doesn't look like a homewrecker, even though she totally is the homewrecker. And even though Kody allowed her to be the homewrecker, Kody wrecked the family with her. It took two, and Kody definitely is more to blame than Robyn. But Robyn playing stupid and stringing Mary along just adds another layer of fun to this episode. So basically that was Kody this episode. Kody is a walking contradiction. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye guys.